Hello everyone, welcome to Moonflower Tarot. Before I begin, I just want to remind you that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me, and the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, let's start. So the purpose of this video or tarot reading is to figure out who is your secret admirer. So if you have an inkling that somebody out there is admiring you from afar or has a bit of a crush on you or some kind of romantic interest, then this video is for you. So we have three paper cranes here, 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna count down from 10, and that'll give you 10 seconds to decide between the three paper cranes starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you've made your decision, I'm gonna go right ahead and start with this first crane, and I'm gonna move the other cards out of the way. Okay, so let's focus on group 1, so this paper crane here. So let's try to figure out who is this person. So who is this person who has this crush on you, a secret admirer, maybe, actually, yeah, let's start with these cards. So who is this person who has this crush on you? Who's this person who's admiring you from afar? Let's try to figure that out first. I'm actually gonna move these up here, make more space, and scoot these. Okay, there we go. So who is this person who is admiring you? So I'm seeing the Emperor, I see the 3 of Chalices, and then I see the King of Wands. So let me just take a quick sip of my tea first. Okay, so ultimately I'm seeing that I'm getting a really strong energy from this person. This person, if you've ever heard of the phrase, this person is very alpha. So yeah, this person is very alpha, like whether they're male or female, because this is a gender neutral reading. This person has like a boss energy, and by that I mean they're very take charge, they're very in control of their life. I'm getting some Mars energy from them, so Aries, maybe a Leo, maybe Sag, but I'm really more so getting Aries or Leo from them. It's like they have this fiery Aries or Leo, like I'm a boss, you know, if you've ever heard of that phrase. Like that's the energy that's coming from this person. They are very alpha. They're powerful, like they're the type of person, and this could be male or female, they just radiate this almost like this attractive quality of some kind of power, like they really are put together, like that kind of thing. Like if they're male, maybe they wear a lot of suits. If they're female, maybe they wear a lot of like heels, like business casual, like skirt, like tight skirts, you know, like they wear a lot of black or maybe like red lipstick, or you know. But if they're male, yeah, like suits or very like professional clothes, very well groomed, you know, very professional, very you know, they have like this powerful feel to them. And then here we have the 3 of Chalices. So I'm getting that you guys might know each other through a group of friends here. 3 of Chalices. So you may share, know each other through a mutual friend or mutual party or mutual acquaintance. Like maybe they're among your Facebook friends, Instagram, Twitter, something like that, or you just know each other. But I'm really more so getting the vibe that you know each other through a friend or through maybe work, more so friend or acquaintance. So here we have the King of Wands. This person is very physically attracted to you, but they are also, I'm getting this energy that they have a very magnetic energy about them. So they have this sort of animal magnetism. Maybe they have very like fire in their eyes kind of energy, but really they are extremely attracted to you physically, and I think they're a very sensual person. I'm also, I'm kind of picking up that they have a lot of people who are interested in them, who admire this person, whether they're male or female. They have a lot of admirers themselves because of that animal magnetism, that sort of attractive, powerful quality that is ultimately, I guess, extremely attractive. So let's, or actually attractive and magnetic. And this person may actually be, now that I think of it, they could be a fire sign, but they could also be a Scorpio. So Aries, Leo, Scorpio, possibly. But let's look at the next set of cards to try to get a bit more in depth about how they feel about you. So how does this person feel about you? So how do they feel about you? Like what do they admire about you? So here we have the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and then we have the Knave of Chalices. Okay, so I'm getting this vibe that they see you as someone who is very put together, very elegant. They see that you're very graceful, and you can be, once again, male or female, but you have this like quality of being like elegant and graceful and just classy. That's what they ultimately really like about you. They tend to be pretty good with their money. They're pretty organized with their money. I think this person values elegance. They value grace. They value the finer things in life. And then here we have the Knave of Chalices. So even though this person has sort of an alpha quality, powerful, magnetic quality about them that makes them attractive to a lot of people, in reality, they've actually never been in love. So I'm picking up that they've never been in love. They've never quite met that person. They've never met that person that really caught their interest, caught their eye. But you are different. You have this aura of elegance and grace, almost like a shining light inside of you that just comes through. It shines through, and they really love that about you. I'm getting this vibe that you may be an air sign. So you may have Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini in your chart, but I'm really getting a strong, very strong Libra energy. So you may have Libra not just in your sun sign, but in your moon or rising, or dotted in your astrological chart. Really getting a strong vibe that you may be a Libra moon. A lot of Venusian energy, but coming through the air element. You have this airy, graceful quality about you, but it's actually also very Venusian, which leads me to believe that you may have a lot of strong Libra placements in your astrological chart. So let's look at maybe some symbology for you that might be significant. Let's try to get some information from some symbols here. Okay, so here we have the key, we have the mice, and then we have the fish. So I'm picking up here that you're probably going to meet this person around the time that you get access to something that you haven't had access to before. And this could be a physical key. This could be maybe even at work, or even through something where you get access to something new, like like somebody or something giving you access to, open something or look through something that's a secret, or some new access, like a key, or like a physical key or figurative form of a key. And then here we have the mice. So like I said earlier, there's a lot of people who are interested in this person because of that powerful sort of magnetic, either fire or Scorpio energy that they have. Really getting strong Leo, Scorpio, or Aries from them once again. Maybe more so Leo or Scorpio. But yeah, they're kind of, not to scare you or anything, but I'm kind of picking up that these other people have their eye on this person, and they're really looking for ways to try to sort of get this person to pay attention to them, to get this person to notice them. And they, once again, like I said earlier, this person has never quite really been in love. They've never really, it's like they just haven't found that person that they really want to offer up their plate of cookies to, but there's a lot of people who are after their cookies, if you know what I mean. And then here we have the fish. So another thing that's really important and vital in this person's life, I see, is money. Not just money, but success. So they are really concerned with, I think, business, growing their own business, maybe some entrepreneurial energy, or, with their career. They're very focused on their career, and they really want to bring that abundance in for themselves. So this is another characteristic that they have. They're very focused on success. They're very ambitious energy. So let's look at some final imagery here, So here we have the tribe. Okay, so another thing that I'm strongly picking up from this person is that they have come from a bit of a traditional background. I'm getting that maybe they come from a specific ethnicity or religion or something, like some group where it's quite traditional, it's quite by the book, and it's very kind of strict. So that's something you may want to keep in mind. They come from a very traditional sort of culture or ethnicity or religion or tradition, something like that. It's very, very, it's a very traditional, strict sort of culture, whatever it might be, or maybe even just a group, maybe their family is very traditional or very strict. And so let's look at a final piece of advice for you. So what's a final piece of advice for you concerning this person? Okay, so here we have the red rose, courage. Be brave, be strong, believe. So I'm really getting here that if you're attracted to this person, if this reading resonated with you so far, and you know who I'm talking about, and you're like, okay, I know who this is, and I'm really into this person, go approach them first. I mean, I don't know, this is a really strong sign. I don't know about anything else, but this red rose, courage, it's a really strong sign to be bold and approach them first. Go ahead and, strike up a conversation, flirt. Flirt in a very confident way, be like that red rose. Maybe put on red, wear red lipstick, but don't, not too much. Maybe red nail polish, something red. Put on something that makes you feel confident, makes you feel like a red rose, like, pulsing with energy, passion, vivacity, be vivacious. I'm getting this image of like, va boom, really bring up that va boom, being confident. Approach them, flirt with them, maybe even, talk about your interests, and maybe even, if you really want to figure out a way to be social, like more social with them or closer to them, like try to talk about maybe like your hobbies, things that you might both be interested in. And I think that could eventually lead you to maybe hanging out together or going to some event together eventually. or something, sharing something together, you know, like a hobby or some interest. But the point is here is you go approach them first. Even though this person has a really powerful magnetic energy, Leo, Scorpio placements, I'm really getting, or even Aries, but I'm more so getting, Scorpio or Leo placements in their astrological chart. They're very shy though. Like, they're very sensitive and shy, I think, on the inside. And I think ultimately it's up to you to approach them first. And if you do and you're confident about it, like that red rose energy, I don't think you're going to regret it. Yeah, so I hope this resonated. Like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you again, group 1 for this crane, that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, I'm just going to move these cards out of the way, and then we'll get straight into group 2, this crane right here. So let's try to figure out who this person is. So who is this secret admirer of group 2? So who's the secret admirer that you have admiring you from afar? Who are they? Let's try to figure out more about them. So here we have the Queen of Chalices, we have the 9 of Swords, and then we have Death. So I'm seeing here that this person is extremely emotional. I'm getting really strong Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but I'm really getting really strong Pisces energy. Either Sun, Moon, or Rising in their astrological chart, or this could be you, but more so getting from them that they're very strong water, Pisces energy in their Sun, Moon, or Rising, and I'm almost getting more so that it's in their moon sign, just judging by this image. And here we have 9 of Swords. So this person, once again, is very sensitive, is very emotional, very intuitive, has a lot of Piscean placements in their chart. So this person, unfortunately, a drawback of that, you know, from being so emotional and sensitive, is that they're very fragile emotionally. So they have some, I'm thinking maybe they had like a previous relationship that might have left a little bit of trauma, like maybe a breakup that really hurt them, and they're kind of haunted by that still, like especially in their dreams. Somebody hurt them, I think, really bad in the past, but they are attracted to you. You know, if you clicked on this video and chose this crane, then there is a probability that they are definitely attracted to you and that they admire you, but you know, they still have this painful past that kind of haunts them in their dreams sometimes at night. Interesting. Okay, so next we have Death. So I'm getting that this person is really looking for, okay, here I'm now getting some Scorpio energy, but whether it's Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, very strong water in this person's chart, in their Sun, Moon, or Rising, in their astro chart, or astrological chart. But yes, so I'm getting that this person, strong water energy, is looking for someone to ultimately help transform them, like transform their pain. I'm seeing, not necessarily like, you know, as an emotional crutch. Like, I'm not saying that they want to use you as an emotional crutch or anything like that, but they are looking for somebody to bond with them in a way that's so intense and emotional, especially emotional because this person is so sensitive and emotionally fragile. They're looking for someone to bond with them in a way that will transform their world, and it might even transform your world as well. Okay, now I'm getting some real strong Scorpio here. Transform, I mean, by transform, I mean like if they're in a cocoon of pain from their past, they want to meet someone who will help them break out of this cocoon, or you may even help each other break out of each other's cocoons, or, you know, even like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you know, something like that. Like if you have ashes in your past or in their past, you know, they're looking for someone to help them rise from the ashes, like from the little embers of the ashes, and then turn into this flaming phoenix that can once again rise and ultimately really soar in love, you know, really, because once again, with these people who are pretty sensitive, emotional, they're very fragile, like they have really fragile hearts, and they have so much love to give, but once they're hurt, like this person was hurt in their past, it definitely takes something to transform them, to help, you know, help them to regain their heart, kind of like piece their heart back together, basically. Okay, so let's look at the next set of cards to try to figure out how they feel about you. So how does this person feel about you? So how does this person for group 2 feel about them? Okay, so here I'm getting the Ace of Chalices, and then we have the Hermit, and then we have the Sun. Okay, so I'm getting that this person sees you as very emotionally strong. Like if they're fragile, they see you as very emotionally strong. Actually, you may also have some water placements. You may also be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio in your sun, moon, and rising. You have, I think, some strong water placements, but it plays out with the other elements in your astrological chart. It more so plays out in your chart into a position of strength, like strong emotional power. Like if you're intuitive and emotional as well, or sensitive, you're more, I think, stable in those emotions, whereas this person is more fragile, they're more easily hurt, they feel more deeply, and they hurt really deeply as well. But you are also, I'm seeing, very emotional. You're more maybe thick-skinned, or maybe you have more experience or something, but you are more, definitely more strong. So they see you as someone almost like a kindred spirit, where, see, look at these images. So they've been praying for someone, waiting for someone to enter their life once again to help transform them. And this could even have something to do with a past life experience that this person had, where somebody in their past life came to them while they were, you know, recovering from some kind of heartbreak. And this person that entered their life was like an angel, you know, with this flowing cup of almost like healing energy, like the dove. You know, I think it represents like peace, resolution. And this person, I think, in their past life might have been saved by some kind of angel, like this angel of light, of overflowing love and emotions and strength, you know. And I think maybe they're looking for that person in this life, current life as well, really praying, really just, they may even be into these kind of tarot videos or some kind of you know, new age or alternate spirituality, but they've been waiting for you, and they are admiring you from afar as this image. And you can be male or female, by the way. I mean, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, both, you know, male, depicted as male, but this is, you know, gender neutral. So this you as an angel in their eyes could be male or female, but whether you're male or female, or, you know, whatever gender you identify with, you still have this, or holding this beautiful overflowing cup in their eyes of love, emotion, strength, like a kindred spirit once again that can help them really recover. And then here we have the Sun. So yeah, this is kind of the way they're envisioning you, almost like, okay, like something in their subconscious, I think, when they saw you, just like snapped, and they're like, okay, this is the one from my past life. It's like their soul, their heart, something from deep down inside in their subconscious, it's like recognized you as, okay, this person could be that one person that I'm looking for, like who healed me, who helped me transform in my past life. And this is the way they see you, as, okay, this person may be that person that I've been waiting for, this kindred spirit, a fellow, not necessarily water sign, but water in your chart, like strong water. But I really am getting, from this person, once again, strong water, especially Pisces, the Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer in their moon. And for you, you may actually be a water sun. So in your sun sign, which is what most people know as our zodiac sign or astrological sign, I'm getting Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer in your sun sign. So let's now check out what symbolism we may have for you that may shed some more insight on this. It's interesting that this person is searching for their past life twin flame, and they might see that in you. It's like they see that in you, and I think that's why they're drawn to you. So here we have the mountain, we have the stork, and then we have the flowers. Okay, so I'm getting this energy that, yeah, it's not going to be necessarily an easy process to help this person through if you're willing to sign up for that task, to really help them once again transform, transformation energy here from the cocoon into the butterfly, or from, the phoenix, or to the phoenix from the ashes. In order to help this person really get back on their feet and transform, it's going to take time, and it's not going to be necessarily an easy task. But who said love was ever easy? It's never always easy. Like, it's always, there's ups and downs. Sometimes you have to climb mountains to really get to where you need to be. Okay, and then here we have the flowers. So there's a strong likelihood that you may meet at some kind of event, like a beautiful event, a group event. This could be virtual given the times. This is a timeless reading, but now that COVID is still somewhat going on, this could be a virtual meeting. This could be a group that's celebrating christening, a birthday, baby shower, whatever it is, like graduation, wedding. It could really be anything, but there's a strong likelihood that you will meet this person, or you have met this person. So you have met this person, or you will meet this person, or run into this person again at an event like this. Or maybe this is just the way that you usually run into this person, is through these events, these beautiful group ceremonies or events. So let's look at some final imagery here, that may shed some insight here. Okay, so here we have, what do you know? So we have new life. So yeah, I think that this is probably a mutually beneficial dynamic if you ever were to enter into a dating situation or relationship situation or love situation. It looks like it's not just about you helping this person transform. I think it kind of goes both ways. Like, if you help this person transform and give them new life when it comes to their heart, giving their heart new life, I'm seeing that should be mutual. So they will most likely in turn offer you new life in some way as well. It's difficult to know exactly in what way that is, but it could also be that you may have a similar situation, similar heartbreak in the past, or some kind of painful history, and by being together, it's like you're going to help each other, help breathe new life into each other's hearts. Once again, break out of that cocoon into the butterfly that you were meant to be, and also rise from the ashes as the phoenix that was meant to soar. But yeah, it's really interesting that you both have really strong water placements in your astrological chart. So that's really cool. And let's get a final piece of advice for you guys. So let's see, final piece of advice for you guys here on how to make it work better with this person. So here we have African violet, spirituality. It's time to connect with what you believe. So spirituality. So I'm really getting the strong sense that you, maybe in conjunction with this person, like a love dynamic or relationship with this person, or maybe even to manifest them closer to you, I think something that may be really helpful in this case is to become more in tune with your spirituality. There's so many ways nowadays to get in touch with your spirituality. This could even be, if you're religious, get more involved with that kind of thing. Like with the times currently, you can, attend virtual seminars. It doesn't have to be physical if it's not safe. But you can also, there's so many other ways. There's books out there to get you in tune with your spirituality. If you're female, this is genderless, but if you are female, there's ways to really get in touch with your feminine power in so many ways right now. You can even find YouTube videos or Google, like research. Also, you can practice smudging. They have smudge kits. You can wear jewelry that inspires you, like stones that make you feel safe and inspired. There's just so many things that you can do to really connect with your spirituality. You can even practice your spirituality through art or connecting with nature. There's just so many ways to do it. Yeah, I mean, you can even just read about it. But I'm really getting a strong sense that you should maybe connect with nature. I think that's a really big one here. But yeah, that'll help you and possibly this other person as well to heal and once again breathe new life into each other's hearts. Okay, so like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you, group 2 for this crane. And I just want to remind you again that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, I'm going to just move these cards out of the way, and I'm going to get straight into, last but not least, group 3. So for this crane. So who is this person who is admiring you from afar? So who is this secret admirer, group 3? Let's see. Let's get right into it. So who is this secret admirer? Let's try to get some advice here or some insight. So here we have the Ace of Coins, we have the 8 of Wands, and then we have the Queen of Coins. So this person, quite frankly, is very well off. They live kind of, I'm getting like in a sort of a privileged environment. They come from like a privileged background. They have just kind of been born with sort of a silver spoon in their mouth. That, as the saying goes, they're privileged. They are used to luxury. They're used to coming from a comfortable background. And then here we have the 8 of Wands. So this person is, wow, really into you. They really, 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 really want to move things fast. This person might also fall in love easily. Like they may wear their heart on their sleeve. They have a very tendency to, fall in love pretty quickly with people because they're pretty naive. They're pretty naive. They're pretty... I'm trying to pick up on what their astrological placements might be, and not quite, I'm thinking Earth. Yes, okay, I'm getting some Earth energy. So Virgo, okay, I'm getting some strong Virgo placements. Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. But I'm really more so getting a really strong Taurus or Virgo in their chart, actually. Yeah, so that's something that's really like a strong vibe that I'm getting is definitely is definitely Earth. Yes, Earth placement. So Virgo or Taurus in their sun, moon, or rising in their astrological chart. And then here we have the Queen of Coins. So I think they really see you as someone who is a kindred soul, like very like princess or prince if you're male. Like they see you as like this beautiful, gentle, kind soul. You may really like animals, be connected to nature. I think you have some really strong earth placements as well, either in your sun, moon, or rising in your astrological chart. So you may also be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but I'm really getting some strong Taurus in your chart. Yeah, and they see you as someone that I think they want to spoil, because they come from a pretty privileged background. They see you as, oh, I want to give this person things. I want to give them my heart, but I also want to show them, happiness and joy in ways that they feel like they can, ultimately. And yes, that more so explains how much of a heavy earth vibe that they have in their astrological placements, because especially when it comes to Virgo and Taurus, which I'm picking up for both of you, interestingly enough, but this person especially, the love language of a Virgo or a Taurus or even a Capricorn is through service, and also sometimes through material gifts, because that's what they see as their love language, and also ultimately an act of service as, so yeah, like spoiling you, for example, or giving you gifts or things that you really value, that you really hold dear to you, whatever these things are, giving you these things, they see as an act of love. Ultimately, it's their love language. So let's look at the next set of cards to try to figure out what more might be going on here. So let's look at the next set of cards to see how they feel about you. So how does this person feel about you? Okay, so here we have the Knight of Chalices, we have the Empress, more Taurus energy, what do you know? And then here we have the Six of Chalices. Okay, so this person, once again, very naive, falls in love easily. They may also have water in their chart too, so either earth or water. And by water, I mean Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I'm really getting some strong earth and water, yeah. Possibly Cancer in their astrological chart. But they really want to offer you this cup of love. They're ready, like I mentioned earlier with the Eight of Wands before this. They are ready to push through. They're ready to offer you their cup. They're just waiting for the right moment. I think this person, because they're pretty sensitive, they really want to wait for that right moment to come in and to really offer you this cup. They're very gentle vibe that I'm getting. So here we have the the Empress. So you have a lot of Taurus or Venusian energy, and by Venusian energy, there's really only two astrological signs that apply to that. That's Taurus and Libra. So somewhere in your astrological chart, you have, my dear, some really strong Taurus and Libra, but really I'm picking up Taurus. You may even be a Taurus rising, very strong Taurus energy, possibly Libra, but more so Taurus. But anyways, let me explain. So basically they see you as someone who is very sensual, like you're very connected with all five of your senses, and that you really enjoy life, in the way that you enjoy luxuries. Like they see you as someone who knows how to enjoy the finer things in life, and you do it with grace. You really enjoy, the taste of food, smells. I think they see you as someone who smells really nice, or you enjoy, fragrant things. You enjoy foods, good music, things that feel nice. Like, I think they see you as ultimately somebody who's very sensual and who's very connected to and knows how to appreciate luxury. And you know what? That's not a bad thing, And maybe if that's their love language, giving these things to the person that they love, and maybe if they enjoy these things as well, maybe that's how they see you, or why they see you as a kindred spirit, is because you might have those things in common. And here we have the Six of Chalices. So yeah, they, I think, either might have known you since you were both very young, getting like maybe a family friend,